Faith of the Furious is my next review here. So I didn't get a chance to see this in the theaters back in April, so I ended up renting it not too long ago at Redbox. And so the thing was, I kept hearing a lot of good things about it, so I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go check it out. So what exactly is the Fate of the Furious? Well, this one is pretty much, and you see this in the trailer, is that it looks like that Toretto, he pretty much gets screwed over from almost 5 minutes into the film. He has to screw over his team, he has to screw everything up to work for this woman, Charlize Theron. So the thing is that, now they do mention her name, but I'm not going to mention it because it could be one of those things where it's a twist and turn where that's not her real name, so I'm just going to go by the actress's name here. So the thing is that, about like I mentioned, about 5 minutes into the film here, Toretto actually sees this woman. She actually has car trouble. Well, it turns out she sabotages her own vehicle. She knows what she's doing, of course, and shows Toretto a video on her phone. She walks away and says, "You're going to help me." We don't know anything about this video. Now, there's a lot of twists and turns, so of course this is going to be spoiler free. I don't even know if I'll do a spoiler on this one or not. So the thing is that the team has to get together with Mr. Nobody, played by Kurt Russell, and a newcomer, Clint Eastwood's son, Scott Eastwood, is actually kind of the little nobody, according to what Tyrese says, and I thought that was kind of funny there. And that's pretty much where the story really starts taking off, where once they have the team with Mr. Nobody, boom. So the thing is that, what exactly did I like this? Did I not like it? I gotta say, it was just an entertaining film. This is one of those movies that you do know when you walk into it, it's a guilty pleasure movie. It's just gonna be full of action, silly dialogue, which is fine with me. And not just regular action, but off-the-wall action, some of the stuff. And I gotta say that the best people in this film, surprisingly, wasn't Vin Diesel. I actually have to say I was a little surprised he wasn't better, and almost like he's starting to give up, it seems like, a little bit, or just because he always plays that same character, never changes. But I gotta say, the characters I really, really liked, I gotta say, was Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, Jason Statham. Those two together were just perfect enough. And then to add one more, Kurt Russell. So when you had these three in the room, which they probably had about 2 or 3 scenes overall in the same room together, there were times it was very silly and you just thought it was so stupid. It was great. It was funny. You just had to laugh at it. I know a lot of people have seen this movie, but if you have not, if you're one of these people who's like me to a point, if you don't get a chance to see it at the theaters, you wait to rent it, or, you know, Netflix it or whatever. Some of the problems I would say I had on this would definitely be probably the beginning. Okay, almost every Fast and Furious movie always seems like it has to start off with some kind of race. I really actually didn't care for that beginning race. And there were other scenes in there that I thought were a little too slow, a lot of stuff that could have been a lot better. I felt like it wasn't as good as 7, and I gotta be honest, I do miss Paul Walker, but I gotta say, without him being in this one, I still thought it was a good film, but I feel like with him it definitely would have worked out. But yes, I know he did pass away. I don't want people like putting comments at the bottom and saying, "Wow, he didn't know this happened." It's like, yes, I did. Trust me. Have you seen The Fate of the Furious? If you have, give me a comment down below. What did you think about the film? So thank you guys so much for watching another movie review, The Fate of the Furious. And as always, stay awesome.